Hey YouTube, so today I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how you can do a template if you wanted to do customized chip bags. In this video I'll be showing you how to set up a template, and I'll be also showing you a little bit of designing of the template for the chip bag. So to get started, the first thing that we're going to do, of course we're operating out of the Silhouette Studio. I have the business edition of the Silhouette Studio. So I will be giving you the measurements of the chip bag. If you're operating out of Word or something like that, I think you can probably still use the same measurements and everything will come out the same. But I am operating out of the Silhouette Studio Business Edition. So getting started, the first thing that we're going to do, if you have the Silhouette Studio, then you're going to go over to the left hand side of your screen, and there is a toolbar there. And if you go on that toolbar and go down to drawing tools, you'll select the rectangle, and then you'll just draw a little simple rectangle on your canvas just to get it started. And then we're going to go in and we're going to change the measurements of that rectangle. So we'll go to the top of the screen, and for the width we're going to do 2.52, and for the height we're going to do 6.44. Enter. So this is going to give us the first rectangle of our chip bag template. This first rectangle is basically going to be one of the back sides of the chip bag design. So if you go on this rectangle, and if you right click and if you hit duplicate, it's going to give you another rectangle. And if you align that up beside the first one that we made, this is going to be your center, which is going to be like the front of your chip bag, and it'll be the main design area. So we're going to change this. We'll leave the height the same, but we're going to change the width of this to 5.45. All right, and then we'll line it back up beside the first shape that we drew. All right, so if you go back to the very first one that we made, and if you right click it again and hit duplicate again, it's going to give us another copy of it, and we'll put it on the other side of the main area. And this is going to be like the other part of the back side of the chip bag template. All right, so once you have all of that lined up and pretty much centered in your paper, or your canvas rather, we're going to go back in and we'll go back over to the drawing tool. We're going to draw another rectangle, and you can just draw it and make it any size, because we're going to go in and we're going to change the measurements on it. And this is going to be the top and the bottom border of your chip bag. So we'll go back up to the top, and for the width we'll do 10.49, and then for the height we're going to do 0.67. Enter. All right, so we have created the top border of our chip bag, and you'll basically kind of line that up and get everything straight. All right, and then if you right click on it and hit duplicate, we'll get a second copy of it, and we'll put that at the bottom. So this is going to serve as your top and bottom border for your chip bag. So basically this is your chip bag template. The top part is a border, the bottom part is a border, you have the middle, which is going to be the front of your chip bag design, and then you have two side areas, which are going to be the part that curve around to the back of your chip bag and you connect together. So this is the basic template for your chip bag. Once you have this template designed and all the measurements pretty much set up and lined up, you are ready to start designing your chip bag. So I'll just do a little bit of designing on it so you can kind of see what you'll be doing. If you wanted to put you a border on, then you could go and you can put your border on. If you wanted to just do a solid color, you could do a solid color. Or if you wanted to go on Google, and if you wanted to find like a design, or if you wanted to do like glitter, a glitter background, or if you wanted to do hearts or stars or anything like that, you could do that. So I'll go, I have a second monitor. You can't see my second monitor, so, but I have Google put up on my second monitor. So I'm just gonna copy a little image out of Google, and then I'll paste it over here so you all can see it. So I just went and found this cute glitter background. I thought it was cute. I thought the colors were really nice. And if we wanted to copy this and use it for maybe like our top and bottom border, we could do that. Let me go. I moved my border, so I'm just going to delete that one and just put another one back down so that I can make sure that we have the measurements correct. All right, so if we wanted to make this glitter our top and bottom border, we could do that. So what we would do is we would highlight this top border, or basically just select this top border. And if you go over to the left hand side of your screen, there is a little dropper that says transfer properties of a shape to a selected shape. So we'll select that little dropper and we can click on the border. All right, so as you can see, this glitter, it went into our top border, but it's a little bit off. You really can't tell what it is or what it looks like. And there's a way to correct that. If you go over to the right hand side of your panel, and if you go to the little fill, open the fill panel, there are 3 options up here. You can see me moving this mouse around. There are 3 options up here. We'll go to the 3rd one that says fill pattern. And then once you hit fill pattern, if you go down here to advanced options, if you hit select aspect ratio, you can go in and change it. Do you see how it just changed that? Now, if we wanted to make those dots smaller so that they can kind of mimic the one that we pulled in, if you go to scale, you can scale that. You can make them bigger, or if you wanted to make them smaller where you can really tell that they're glitter, then you can make it smaller. And once you get it to where you want it to be, you basically can just leave it set like that. Now we want the top and the bottom border to look just alike. So if we click on the bottom border, and if we go back to the fill pattern, if we hit the little dropper there and select the border from the top, it will, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong side. So we'll undo that. If we go back up here and we select this bottom border, and if we go back to the little dropper on the left hand side and hit the one at the top that we've already created, it's going to mimic the one that was created. So now the top and the bottom border are basically the same design, and that is your border for your chip bag. So that'll be the top of it. This will be the bottom of it, and now we could put any kind of design that we want to in these fields. This is the back. Like I said, if we wanted to just make it a color, then we can go back over here to the field panel on the right hand side. We can select a color. If there's a color that you see that you like, if you wanted to do purple, or if you wanted to do blue, or you know, whatever color you wanted to make it, you can change it and you can make it that color. All right, so we'll go over to the other back part of it, and if we wanted to use the same color, we can just select that same color and we can use it. So now what's left is the middle part of your design. You could make this a solid color if you wanted to make it a color. If we wanted to make it pink, or if we wanted to do any other kind of shade of purple or yellow, white, blue, whatever color you want to make it, you can do that. If you wanted to use one of the colors out of your border, if you have this middle part selected, there is a dropper in this side, on the right hand side where the fill pattern is. If you select that dropper, and if you go up to one of the colors and you wanted to use one of the colors that's in your border, then if you just put the little dropper over that color and select it, it'll change it to the color that you want it to be. So now you have a color set for the middle. You have your 2 colors set for your outline. Now if you had designs that you wanted to pull in, you can pull in any kind of design that you wanted to pull in. If you're customizing chip bags for a child's party or anything like that, you can go on Google and you can find different designs that you can import into your system, and you can bring those designs in. If you were just doing words then you could go over to the left hand side of your panel again, and if you go down to the little alphabet, if you select that and then click anywhere on your document, you can type in words. All right, and so now you can see the words that I've typed. You want to make those a color, so let's just make them white so that you can see them. And then if you drag this little arrow, you can change the size on them. If you wanted to make this smaller, you can just pull it in and you can adjust it how you want. And then after you adjust it, if you want to just make the whole thing a little smaller, then you can just select it and then you can make it smaller or larger. If you wanted to change the font on it, if you go back over to the right hand side of your panel and you go to the alphabet where it says open the text style panel, you can go in, and if you have that text selected, you can go in and you can change the text, and you can make it any font that you want it to make it. And let's see, let's just use this font. All right, so if you wanted to put that like on the bottom of your chip bag, or if you wanted to put it on the back of your chip bag, then you could just put it there. All right, if you wanted to make it look a little more realistic, and let's just say you wanted to put in barcodes or, you know, the little nutrition facts, then you can go on Google and you can get those nutrition facts and you can pull those in and you can add them to the back of your chip bags, just like you would see on a normal chip bag. Like I say, you just go on Google and you just find those little templates for it and you just pull them into your system. You want to probably try to find some that have a transparent background where you can just pull it in. I think I might have one saved. Let's see. Let's go on Google. Let's see what we can find. And I'm just going to select one and I'm just going to pull it into the system. All right, so we'll take those nutrition facts and let's just, I'm not trying to move all that stuff. Hold on. All right, so we can put the nutrition facts on. If we wanted to find the little scan code, we can go in and we can just find one and pull it into the system. And you want to try to find one that, like I said, that may have a transparent background. That way the white part won't be there. All right, and you can just adjust this. And I like to put my nutrition facts on one side and maybe like my scan code on another side. All right, so once you have that on, if there was a design that you wanted to pull in, offline characters or anything like that, any kind of thing that's going to be on your chip bag, you can just kind of freestyle it, make it however you want to make it, you know, do whatever you want to do to it. Like I said, if it's a character thing, then you can go in and you can find that character, try to find some that have transparent backgrounds that you can download, and just make the chip bag however you want it to be. Once you have everything on that you want to have on here, if you look at each one of these rectangles that we pulled in, they all have these little lines around them. But if you take this whole template and you kind of highlight it all together, if you go back over to the color fill pattern there's going to be a box right under it that says open the line style panel. If you select that and you go to the line color, there's a little box right here that'll remove that line color, and that way it makes it one whole design and you don't see those other little lines everywhere. And you have everything pretty much set up, lined up, everything's connected, and you basically have created your chip bag. And then of course you'll print them out and you'll assemble them. If you don't know how to assemble a chip bag, I will make another tutorial that shows you how to do that. I can walk you all the way through what I use to design my chip bags, and what I use to assemble my chip bags. Everybody uses different things. Some people use tape, some people use glue guns, some people use different things, you know, but I'll make another tutorial and I'll show you. I basically just wanted to make this tutorial to show you how to set up the template for the chip bags and to basically give you the measurements of each one of these things so that you can have them. Because I know a lot of people try to make chip bags and they kind of freestyle them and they don't really know the measurements of it. They don't know how to set it up, you know. They just kind of go in and they'll put something together because they're new and they're learning. So I just wanted to create something that helps out the beginners that are really interested in doing this, and they're you have stay-at-home moms who are looking to make extra income, and you have college students who are probably looking to make extra income, and this is just something that people are doing now. They're into the different designs and the different customized things for their parties or their children's parties. So I just wanted to show you how to do it so that you can do it the right way, and everything can look professional when you put it out there and give it to people. I like to give people my very best, so I just want to make sure that you have what you need to give people your very best as well. So if you like this video, if it was helpful to you, I only ask that you like and subscribe to the channel. Tell people about it. Bring them here if they're interested. We're here to learn together. We're here to craft together. We're here to grow together. So I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for tuning in, and be looking for more videos to come. Thanks.